Hello everybody, welcome to the FTOG server, Infinity Evolved, ToddytheBody here. Yep, we are in the witchery area. I figured that there are some things that I had to do down here, so I tried to figure them out, and I'll let you know what I did. I still have my particles off. Mr. Orias gave me a suggestion to use Clearview. I did download it, I just have not used it yet. My apologies, I'll try it out and then show it off next time. Okay, so why are we down here? Last episode, I said that I wanted to get into the ichor stuff. Ooh, I guess I didn't have to actually get out of that. Let's figure out what my buttons are. Okay, a redstone soup. We're going to come back to this. Let's just get our book. Okay, so ichor. Down at the bottom, down at the bottom. Let's come over to the side. Alright, so there are a few items here that require me to, okay, let's just get into some of them. Like the shoes, this arcane boar. The arcane boar takes an excavation focus, and I can't click on it, so I guess we will have to go in here. Takes the excavation focus, and here we are, and then that takes these elven quartz, and the elven quartz needs to be made by throwing it into, there it was, into the gateway. So we're not getting into the ichor armor until we at least have a gateway. So then let's go and look up gateway. Gateway, okay. So living wood, we've got that. We can make a primal charm. I've got the magician's blood orb, terrasteel's fine, ender dew. It's this stuff right here. Alright, so I've got all of these items. It was the redstone soup, and then here we go, full circle, back to the redstone soup. I had all of these, but the drop of luck. Now in this ingredient or crafting NEI thing, it doesn't say, okay, it gives you the ingredients, it says you have to put it in the cauldron, but what it doesn't say is that you have to have the circles around it. Okay, so just in case you don't use witchery at all, you gotta make sure that you've got circles around your cauldron, and the circles are just one away, and then you do three, and then three, and then this one over here is 5 long, and then you come around and do 5 long again. And this seems to be close enough to use the altar power, and the altar, you need to be at least 5,000 to do this. Alright, so then you drop all the items in. Bam, 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 and luck. And you drop all the items in, and then you get 1 drop of luck. Okay, so then now here we are. I have not done this part yet. Before I just started throwing stuff in because I wasted ingredients before when I didn't have my circles. Okay, I've got this here. I wasted ingredients because I didn't know you were supposed to have the circles, and I just started throwing the stuff in. And let's see here. So I'm actually already on the page. What I wanted to do is I want to look up brewing so I didn't waste anything else. If you go to crafting, and this is how I found out about the circles. Or I didn't find out about the circles here. I just saw this in here and it says you need altar power, and that's how I found out about the 5,000. It was somewhere, ritual circles. I think this was it, and I decided to try it out and it worked. Okay, so anyways, I was going to brewing and just started reading through, and it says something about how you need practice to get more. Well, this is the only brew that it shows. Okay, you just throw the stuff into the cauldron, hit it with a water bottle. I've got everything here. Let's throw on our goggles. There we go. And then you're supposed to get that potion, and this one is potion of extinguish or something like that, where you're supposed to be able to just extinguish fire. So not too handy. And then you right click it, and then there we go. See, there it is, potion of extinguish. Waste. Okay, and still no extra arrows. So I don't know how many times you're supposed to do this before you get enough experience that you can move on to another potion, but we are going to at least try this. Now online it says you put these items, I'd like to get them in order. Actually, I don't know if that's the order at all. It doesn't seem to be a certain order, so we'll just get all of these. And then we've got our bottle, because I think you're supposed to throw a bottle on it again. I don't know. But it says it's supposed to be done in a kettle. And we have a kettle right here. Alright, we've got the fire underneath it. The flour is holding it up. This side doesn't need to be held up because the flour is so strong. Okay, so you're supposed to just throw the stuff in. I'll start with redstone because we've got lots of that, and if it hits that fire, it's going to be going away. So, alright, so it's actually doing something. Here we go. Let's throw everything in here and see if I get some redstone soup. We weren't actually doing this today. Alright. Let's try doing a right clicky. Alright, so we've got it. Okay, so it wasn't that hard. This circle part was the only thing frustrating me then. What is the next part? Okay, I don't actually have any of this made. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Whatever. Where did I have my lava stuff? Oh, and since we're heading that way, let me just tell you. I wanted to have something that looked a little bit better than this. Set up to feed water into here. So I made, which tab is it in? It is up here. I made this Everfull urn. It's pretty cool. It's supposed to keep things filled with water. Well, it doesn't keep the witchery cauldron filled with water, so the bust on that. So I still had it. If we go over here, right here, I put it next to the apothecary because it says inside the book that right down here you can fill apothecaries with it. So I don't really use this too much anymore, so maybe some other time I'll find a better use, but either way, this is where I'm putting it. You can put it up to 3 blocks away. Number 4, it won't fill it. Right here it does. Alright, so now just to show it off, we got all the petals in, got some seeds in, and then there it goes. It's starting to feed it with a little bit of water. Filled with water. Awesome. So this was my test right here. Test successful. Alright. Where are we up to on the slimes? 8,000. We can use a little more. Every once in a while I forget to turn off the mana thing, and then I waste a bunch. I should set up something with a comparator so I can tell it to turn off on its own. But we didn't. Okay, and then here is this. I need a bucket of lava. Alright. Bucket of lava. There we go. And then we'll go back to our crafting area and make some attuned stone. Alright, back up here. Let's see if we've got all of the ingredients for this, and we do. Great. Put the bucket back, take my stone. We got this. What else do we need? Seems like everything takes this root. Okay, so root, regenerate, I don't have that. Okay, we're skipping this. It's just crafting. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these things together, Elven Gateway, and then maybe we'll do that next episode. There's something else I want to show you. Something else also, but remember we made this talisman last time? It's awesome. It's better than I thought it was, because what it does is that when warp starts to hit you and you start to get these negative effects, it takes that away, and it takes away the negative effects. So how I was talking about how the quantum helmet over there has the debuff taker awayer on it, and this is hard to wear because it doesn't have that, so then you get like poison and all that. Well, this takes all that away too, and if you're on fire, it takes that away. And to repair it, you just throw it in here. This is a Thermic Restorer. Now it's repaired, and then you put it back on. So I don't think it actually takes damage away, or maybe I'm just not taking the damage. I don't know, but it does debuff or take away the debuffs, which is great. And then it just uses Instrumentum, and I had this filled, and I've used this many times, so it doesn't seem to take that much, which was great. Okay, so there's that. So I recommend the talisman of Remedium. Yeah, like remedy. Okay. Alright, so there's something special I wanted to was actually going to be the side part of the episode, and then the witchery part was going to be the main part. But I think I've got a replacement for this. Okay, I was out trying to find nodes to feed it, to feed Seymour, and I shouldn't have done all these tunnels. I should have had like a central location, but then I guess it wouldn't be as interesting, even though the tunnels don't really look that great. Let's put the stuff in our project chest, some chalk. Okay, this can go up here. And I also found some Tor pages. I haven't used them yet. I'm saving them. I don't know if it's something that I should be saving, or if there's a certain or best practices or something like that, but I am saving them. Okay, so we've got the hoe of growth here. It's a Thaumcraft item that if you hoe the ground, it does a 3x3, or if you hoe a plant, it applies bone meal to it. Let's get some sleep on. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to show you first, but I think since we already talked about the node, let's do that part first. Yep, over here, you see it, hungry node. And after just about 5 minutes of feeding this thing, it was already bigger than the guy that I was nursing back at the base. So the guy back at the base might be something that I use pretty soon, and then there's a pure node down there. I found it first before I found the hungry node. I might as well just take the pure node off because I don't want to eat it if I've got this. Alright, so here's our dropper setup. Pretty basic. It's like everybody else's. But I'd like to get on camera in case anybody on the server wants to turn it off. All you gotta do is flip that lever there, and then it turns off the item node so that it stops dropping, and it also turns off the anchor so it stops loading. But either way, we've got our crafting tables inside here, and it's not about to run out. You should see it refill here. Yep, just like that. And I'll show you that side. Okay, come down here. And we've got the obsidian cage, so you can just kind of look at it. So you can see it's only been going maybe a day and a half. I keep running out of crafting tables, or else it'll be bigger. I run out of wood. I run out really, really fast. Let's see what I've got here. I haven't used a spruce wood in a while, but what we are using right now is we are using redwood, like those huge redwood trees. And I've got redwood planks, 17,000, and that will be gone by the time I get done playing today. So let me show you how I'm getting that going, because I don't really want to build a tree farm while I'm just feeding the node, because then I'll have to tear it all down and everything when I'm done with that. So I've got a temporary setup right here. I'm just putting the wood inside here. We've got the sawmill, and it turns each piece of wood into 6 planks, and then I've got the upgrades, so let's start feeding it. Redwood. There we go, the regular. And I'll fill it up later, or like fill up the whole chest later. I could run a pipe over here and it'll automatically fill it up, but like I said, temporary setup, so we'll just have that for now and keep filling it, and before I log off I'll you know, fill it up or whatever. Okay, so then over here what we've got, the bark. You can't do anything with the bark. You can make doors, and you can make like pipe and cable facades, but that's it. The only thing else you can do with it is turn it into charcoal. So I've got this chest here. I just throw it in the processing building or area. We've got where the Steve's factory manager will automatically take it out, put it in the furnaces, and then turn it to charcoal for us. So maybe we'll start to see, you can see it flashing there. Maybe we'll start using charcoal for fuel, like in the Botania area and stuff like that, since we're gonna have a ton of it. Did we actually look to see how many we had? Yeah, 16,000 redwood bark. I don't have any other use besides charcoal. Okay, so now the redwood. You might be thinking to yourself, Todd, isn't it a pain to cut down all of this redwood? Oh, I also made this Talisman of Nourishment. It is so sweet. It's from Thaumcraft also. All you do is you put food in your hotbar, food that doesn't give you effect, and in my case I'm using those gel slime drops, and then it just fills up, and you can see it's got a food inventory and it's got a saturation inventory. The top food, I guess, is 99 or 100. I've only seen it go to 99, so I don't know if it goes to the actual 100. But then after that, it stops absorbing, which means that food is always higher than saturation. Unless I can get one of those berry farms. Those berries that you can eat, like, even when your food is too high. Yeah. Okay, so what were we doing next? Oh, I was going to show you the tree. I hope we're not going too fast. I feel like I'm just, like, breezing through everything. So here's my tree chopping area. I don't bother with the roots. Yep, I don't. So let's demonstrate it one time. Probably two, because I like watching it. Okay, so we got one of these. I like to get a dirt block. Dirt block, there we go. Put that in my inventory. Then we'll switch this out for the wand of equal trade. Yep. And then we'll go right in the middle. That's the middle, right? Get a piece of dirt. And there we go. Now, here, let's pick that back up. Pick it up. On the tip or the information, it says you have to plant it in a 7x7. Well, these guys, they started growing like off center. I keep hearing footsteps. Off center. So I thought I'd try just doing one. And maybe it is supposed to be a 7x7, but I was growing it with this Hoa growth, which it says it takes days to grow, and you can't like get close enough. So what you got to do is you have, when you stop hearing the sounds, okay, then you got to back up because the tree is about to grow. There it is. And just because it was a little slow in the server, it still counted me as over there, but I escaped. Okay, so now we have a tree. Let's get this thing cut down. With the outline here, you could probably already guess, and I think I skimmed over it, but I've got myself a quarry set up. Alright, so I have the quarry where it's clearing, and before I had the one that turns things to dirt. What do you think everybody would say if they saw a dirt tree here? I guess they would say, well, I saw your video where you turned it to a dirt tree, so I wasn't surprised. But anyways, we have the clearing. I've got a box set up already, so it's all the way around the tree. Let's take that down. And then all you do is you flip the switch. One downside is that it is the silk touch quarry, so I get all the leaves. I don't want the leaves. You can see in there. Okay. But I don't want to spend the resources to turn it to a fortune and then back again. And, you know, I don't want to build another quarry just for a tree farm, especially since the node thing is only temporary. So I don't know, maybe we'll find something to do with the leaves, maybe we'll trash them in the future, but I'm not having an inventory problem right now, so we'll hold on to it. But there we go. So now you don't have to worry about trying to get a Mine Factory Reloaded harvester to cut down the thing, and it, like, I don't know, maybe it'll miss some branches or take too long or lag out the server or whatever. You don't have to use a lumberjack axe, because I don't think that will get everything. The trunk Cater trunk, where is it? Terra Steel one? Yep, that one. It doesn't get it all. It gets a lot of it, but it doesn't get all of it. Okay, and then let's get another dirt block, because we'll do it one more time. There it is. Yeah, it gets all of it, but I mean, it gets a lot of it, but not all of it. But the quarry, it gets all of it. And then when it gets past the leaves, it is like so fast. Look at that. It does it before I can even get down there. Okay, so another word of warning. I don't know if it's the Natura trees or what, but their leaves, their saplings, I mean, they'll plant themselves. Before I just started to do the quarry method, I was using that truncator axe. And I had a couple redwoods grow on me, like as I was chopping down the tree. And yeah, it kind of surprised me. So what you got to do if you're doing this method is you still have to go around and you have to pick them up for the case that it might. Let's just do this. This is easier. All right. Yep, see? Would have lost that one. Or that one would have grown somewhere. Okay, going around the perimeter, make sure I get all the saplings. And I do. Alright. So let's get another one of these going. Yep. And when they did grow on their own, they didn't take like, it didn't take days like it says. Or maybe it was actually days that I was chopping down the tree. I don't know, it could have been. But you want to pick them up regardless. Okay, let's see if we can get this again. Then back up. There we go. And then you just hop on over here. And you flip it. And then it goes again. See, there it goes. Sweet, right? So that's how we're getting all of our wood for our node and our crafting chest table. But I thought you guys would be interested in this. You know, we've been doing a lot of magic lately. Magic lately. I wanna screenshot of this while it's like going. All right. A couple of them. Okay. So I thought it would be cool to like show something that's not so much magic, even though it's related, you know, because we're using it for our node. Hey, Skelly, you want to race down to the bottom? Come on, who's gonna win? I guess I'm gonna win. But yeah, I hope that this helped anybody who's like trying to get wood but doesn't want to use a tree farm, and maybe in not expert mode you can use RF tools to chop down a huge, I used to almost said a different word, a huge tree like this. But I think that's gonna be our episode. I will try to get that witch stuff all crafted up, and then maybe next time we can make something awesome. So you all have a great day. I think I did this in one cut. You all have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye.